Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Onward VR Master League. I'm your host, F.lapinski, and I'm joined today by my co-caster, TFH. There he is.
How's everyone doing?
Together,
straight drop off for me, buddy.
Together, we are excited to be bringing you VR Reapers versus R3SIN Mafia and Season 10, Week 6 matchup. As always, the VR Master League is brought to you by the good folks over at ProTube VR, VR Cover, B Haptics, Rebuff Reality, Cyber Shoes, Arma, VRware, Fixit Gaming, and of course, you, the viewers, as well. But let's jump right into the picks and bans from these two teams. For our home team, I believe they decided it was Q1 as their ban. Let's see here. Yes, Q1. And then for our away team, they decided to ban Downfall. So it looks like they both do not really like those big open maps, though. So
yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder for these newer teams to kind of understand the meta of these larger maps, mainly because both Q1 and Downfall have been played for years and years and years by some of these veteran teams. So they're not going to want to play maps right off the bat that have already a very, very, fine-tuned meta associated with them. So choosing those smaller maps allows for more of the personal skill element to come into play, which I think can get developed a lot quicker before you get a meta sense of that personal skill sense.
Right, yeah, it takes a while to really learn these great big strategies, getting a lot of map awareness, and the bigger the map, the more aware you have to be. It takes longer to know the map, and these shorter maps, it's more down to those quicker reaction times, all that. But tonight for our first map, we'll be running Subway. So we'll probably want to be the biggest map that they could choose since they banned Quarantine and Downfall. But there's a lot more narrow hallways to really go through, making it not easy so much to flank in the open. Most flanks will happen through back alleys, down tunnels, all that, making it a very close quarter combat map in my opinion. What do you think, Todd?
I think, yeah, I completely agree with you there, actually. It's a very close quarter map. There's like no point to bring a sniper rifle if you do, unless you're really trying to show off, which, that sounds like something you would do, actually, Lapinski, now that I think about it. But you're laughing, but it's true.
Yes.
I think it is a very close quarter map. It's going to be very different, though, nowadays, because we do have those bans, not map bans in this case, but league bans against smokes and C4s, which are both probably the biggest part of the meta at Subway that you can even think of. Like, when I think Subway, I'm always thinking smokes and C4. So seeing that Subway without that is going to be very different for me, at least. From a casting point of view, I have not even bothered playing with Subway without smokes or C4, so I don't even know what that's going to be like, but these teams here are going to figure that out for us here, hopefully any minute now.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, for Subway specifically, there's C4 everywhere, and what we aren't told is whether or not these teams have decided to come together and ban or allow these new items, or not new items, but actually past items that have been changed a little bit with this new update. So we'll find out first hands on, just like you, whether or not they're going to be smokes or C4. My guess is probably not. Most of these new teams are kind of just saying, hey, let's just adapt to this new era, is what they're calling it. I keep hearing this new era from all of them. I'm like, hey, it's gonna change right back in a couple months, guys. So
yeah,
it's not a long era.
I'd call it a meta, just because that's what we have to work with. That's what the meta is going to be. We're going to have to learn how to adapt to it, play differently, kind of change our mindset of how we think of playing Onward when it comes to playing without very commonly used items. So era, not really, but meta, yes.
Yeah. We have already seen VR Reapers play a couple matches before. They have been casted, but I don't think we've seen R3SIN Mafia casted before. I've played a couple with them. They're a really strong team. What I want to see though is how they perform under the pressure of being casted. We all know the feeling. You play one way when you're not casted, then boom, you got eyes watching from above. How will you do? That's the question.
Yeah, the casting aspect can definitely add a little bit of pressure from a player standpoint. I remember the first game that I got casted on, and that sense definitely was there. But after that first one, it kind of just becomes, every casted game just becomes another game to you. It's like you just learn to play as hard as you can, and then you just worry about the casting after the game.
Yeah, you gotta put your focus on the game. You gotta forget that there's someone watching, and you just gotta really put all your attention in the game, or else you're just not gonna be as focused as you normally would be. You're gonna think, you know, oh, I'm gonna do something cool, or I'm trying to be funny, or you're just thinking, oh gosh, what if I do something wrong on live, you know, on live? And then you do something wrong because now you're thinking of that instead of, oh hey, someone's pushing me, and then you're like, oh, there you go. But hopefully we don't see that from both teams. I want to see them play just like they normally would. I want to see them play strong. I want to see a lot of aggression. I want to see some caps coming out. We always love seeing the caps. And I want to see what kind of defenses there are on Subway. I love watching Subway defenses because they can get very, very strategic and very technical. And it really shows who spent the time to go in a free roam and really, you know, take notes on what's a good spot to defend from. Now we're just
yeah,
sorry.
It looks like we got all 5 people in here, but it looks like we have a reservist as well. So just going through the rosters right now, we've got MT bro, I'm gonna assume it's bro. Reaper Lizard, Masu, Inverted Banana, and a reservist, Bluega. Who is, I'm not sure if reservist MMR is gonna come into play with this, because Bluega was a former member of big name teams like Mob Squad. Even was he Animal House Lapinski?
Not when I was on it.
Okay, no, then probably not. But he was definitely on Mob Squad. I think he had a stint on another big name team as well. But,
yeah.
If you're coming from Mob Squad, chances are you probably have pretty high reservist MMR. But we're gonna get right on into this first round.
Yeah, here we go. Sounds like everyone's ready to go. Everyone's hyped. Yep. Looks like we got some confusion coming out from Banana and Meso already. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're not even 10 seconds in and they're getting stuck on each other in the spawn. It happens.
It happens. Just like, you know, you can get really excited about these games and forget, you know, that, you know, you have to be in a certain position by a certain time according to meta, you know, according to how the meta is. Bluega is already pushing very far up.
And it looks like they lost somebody already. MT just disappeared right in front of me. The host of the server. Unfortunate. Hopefully VR Reapers can take it with only 4 players.
Yeah, and things like that will happen. You know, Onward is a beta game. It's gonna pull funky stuff like that every once in a while. The thing is, you just have to adapt to it and just learn to take it at face value.
Triforce Bear actually went for a push towards their spawn and would have a great flank, but he went right instead of left and ended up going the opposite side of the map of where the entire Marsoc team is.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at this defense right now. It's pretty spread out, but I do like what R3SIN has got set up. They've got their own little kill box going on in the downstairs area, and then they got, like you said, the one member who's pushed pretty far up. He's kind of
he's going everywhere.
He's the roamer for going by CS:GO strats, the person whose job it is to defend by causing the enemy havoc. The only issue is that he has no backup if he gets into a pretty large tangle, so he has to be swift and deadly.
Right, and Reaper is now approaching Gift Culture, but I think Gift Culture does hear him. Wonder if he can get the first shot off here. Oh, and he takes his hand off, throws a flashbang at perfect timing to get Culture. Wow, that was literally inches away for backfiring on Reaper. Triforce does get the refrag just in time. Bluega does push Dubsham and gets the kill.
Yeah, he knew to check that corner pretty
Oh,
well.
and he also got Triforce, yeah.
Yeah, he also got that double going on there. This is gonna be huge for Reapers. They had a bit of a they've had a good entry so far. A little bit of a snag with that flank coming into play, but Bluega definitely was able to stop that on his own, and now is leading the way for him, Inverted Banana, and Masu to make a pretty decent approach onto this objective.
Right, yeah. I mean, now it's already down to the 3v2, just like that. If we didn't lose MT, might be even a 4v2. Well done from VR Reaper so far, but it's not over yet. You still have 2 Volk players defending over here in very strong positions as well. We both know that Coca-Cola machine will definitely get you a kill there, as well as where Food Stamp is. He's in a very good spot as long as Bluega doesn't spot him out first.
It's such a common spot, though.
Oh.
I would anticipate Bluega knows exactly where to look there.
Right.
And exactly what he did. Now it's all up to Haywire Puppet to defend the objective, which he's pretty removed from. He's going to toss a nade out there. That's going to go a little bit wide.
Oh, and he trades with Invert Banana. And I also, just before we leave right here, I did notice a smoke grenade on his body, so I'm not sure if they're using it or not, or if he had it on his loadout on accident, but good round from VR Reapers.
You just can't use it.
Yes, you can have it on, you just can't use it. I mean, that would be a waste of a point, though, if you know, to have it and then not be even able to use it. I'd rather take a flashbang instead.
I mean, granted, these are newer teams. They're not as familiar with the point system, maybe, and maybe they just don't want to be messing around with loadouts, like, while they're still kind of getting their game together, you know, kind of understanding it. Whereas, like, nowadays, like, for players like you and me, Lapinski, like, we think about our loadouts when we choose them and what we have available, but these teams, they just want to do something that they're comfortable with, and so maybe the utility that's on their belt is not going through their mind when they choose these loadouts.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it's just about getting through the lobby quick. You just, boom, you know your loadout you always use, you click it and you confirm, and then you're ready to go. Happens a lot.
And the quest has, for these quest teams, it has a limited battery life, so you have to get through these lobbies pretty quick. Otherwise,
that's very true.
We have to go through 3 maps, and I think on a normal circumstance where everyone's taking their time, the quest can like do like 2.5 maps, depending on power usage. But
oh wow,
you're definitely gonna want to come into this like either with a battery pack, some kind of way to charge it, either plugged in quest link, or with one of our own sponsors, Rebuff Reality, sells a quest pack.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Now we're in round 2. Reaper Lizard in almost the same spot as Food was, except he's laying prone, trying to watch down this lane right where Bluega is. Hopefully he doesn't mistake him for a Marsoc and gets the team kill. Hopefully I'm not right about that, but we'll find out later on. MT, welcome back to the game. Kind of lost you on that last one, but don't worry, your team clutched it. Meso, and also very good position, as well as Inverted Banana. Looks like we're gonna have like a 3v2 split coming here from R3SIN Mafia, with Triforce, Food Stamp, and Give Culture over here in the north, as we have 2 going down that south tunnel, Haywire, Puppet, and Dubsham.
Yeah, and it looks like that tunnel approach is going to be the chosen way to attack, but Bluega is waiting right there, and he knows just how to take care of that tunnel.
Right.
That's going to be... I've never been a fan of the tunnel approach, mainly because I feel like it's just such a corridor for ambush that I would almost argue that you could send someone down there, but don't try to devote too much resource.
Especially back when you knew that they could use C4s. That just made it a way more... avoidant for me. I never wanted to go down a lane that could get stacked with C4s because those things can get really tricky to spot as well.
Back during the wonderful days of the shield meta, I would never take the shield down this alleyway because it's just like you said, C4s everywhere, could be behind anything. It just doesn't make sense.
Right. And sometimes they're in such hidden spots. It's like they could be hidden on the top of the ceiling. Sometimes you don't look at the ceiling. And then how are you going to defuse it? Your knife can't reach the ceiling sometimes. You're going to have to use a grenade.
Exactly, but Blue Egg, I think, is priming a grenade. Oh, he's actually gonna
And he
shoot it
gets
out.
both of them.
Shoot down in tunnel.
Very nicely done for Blue Egg. I think he waited just for the right moment.
Oh, Triforce gets Reaper though, with this aggression coming out from the north staircase.
Yeah, he just needs to find himself a couple of kills here. He's waiting for his time. Oh, he finds Blue Egg on the rotation. Very nicely done. He has to rotate.
And he gets MTB as well. Will he get Meso? And he gets Meso. Wow. A 4-piece from Triforce Bear. Will they send the code or Inverted Banana stop him? He gets Triforce. Gets Gift Culture down to a 1v1 from Food Stamp and Inverted Banana, but Food Stamp gets the final kill on Inverted Banana and gets that round win. Whoa. Doesn't get closer than that. Wow.
Yeah, Food Stamp proving that he is the viable source of nourishment with that amazing, very interesting rotation, kind of out in the middle of nowhere when he initially did it, but regardless, he was able to just kind of tuck it behind that pillar, wait for the right opportunity to come up, and just land one right on Inverted Banana to get that point.
Yeah, and Triforce Bear and Give Culture, keep in mind, they had a great plan going down that staircase. They both watched each other's 6 to make sure that if one peeks one side, they're not going to get shot from their back. And Triforce Bear covered every single angle that he needed to at perfect timing and got himself a 4-piece. And then Inverted Banana got cleaned up by Food Stamp. That was... wow. I don't know. If Triforce Bear might have went down, might have been a different story there. He definitely, you know, got him that point.
Blue Egg definitely had a very good plan in mind there. You know, he's former Mob Squad. He really knows what he's doing, but I don't think he was anticipating just someone literally waiting there for him. Like, I think he was anticipating someone hanging out behind the stairs, waiting for the right moment to peek. Keep in mind, it's new for this meta is new for him too. He came from a time when smokes used to destroy frame rate rather than be as effective as they are now.
Right, yeah, and Bluega might be underestimating Resin Mafia too, running out in the open like that and then getting shot by Triforce, expecting for him to come around that corner. Well done from Resin Mafia there.
Speaking of expecting to come around corners, is the north objective next, and this is one of my favorites.
Oh, really? I think my favorite is... no, yep, I think you're right. This is my favorite.
Popular pin. Oh, the shield strats coming out here from MT Bro. Let's see how this goes. I'm interested in seeing how he plays this.
I want somebody like right here. You're gonna get shot as soon as you go up those stairs.
I love listening to Resin Mafia, especially Dubsham. He's hilarious.
They're gonna come down these stairs and they're gonna come down that way. So I want somebody here.
Right for Care Bear is able to find one. MT Bro is able to put that shield out just in time in order to provide cover, but Reaper Lizard peeks out a bit far. Triforce Bear though around the corner.
He did get a shot off on Reaper, but it just wasn't enough to finish him off. He did get that trade though, so it's still 4v4. It's still anyone's round right now, and it does seem like Resin Mafia is stacking up on that north staircase, prepared for Reaper and MTB. But are they gonna be prepared for Bluega and Meso coming in from behind?
Yeah, this is gonna be a very good pitch for VR Reapers if they're able to pull this off just right. But Resin's got a good idea too. They got Haywire Puppet kind of hanging out in the back room there.
Ooh, and Food does get Reaper though.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit harder for VR Reapers now. The namesake of the team is dead.
Ooh.
I'm assuming he's the namesake, but MT Bros dropping that shield up. That's actually pretty nifty, using that as kind of like a decoy, and then also as an extra bit of cover if necessary. Now he has reinforcements coming in from Masu, while Bluega provides covering fire from a good safe distance.
I don't know. I feel like Maso should have probably kept going the way he went. Might have done a little bit better damage against Resin Mafia. Now taking out Bluega. So now their only approach right now is coming in from the north. Down goes Meso from Food Stamp, leaving it all up to MTB.
Yeah, honestly, if you see a dead body somewhere, you gotta know that the person who shot him is dead.
Yeah.
And that is not what's happening here as Food Stamp final kill onto MT.
I think Food Stamp just got 3 kills right there. Wow. Really
Yeah,
holding it down that north staircase.
He was just in the perfect position. Like, I don't think Reapers really knew what to do because they weren't thinking like, hey, so if there's a dead body here, that means I'm in the line of fire with someone. I gotta move, you know what I mean? Like, that's what goes through my mind. Like, if I see dead body, there's got to be a murderer somewhere in this game. You know,
there's an imposter somewhere, guys.
There is one imposter on Volk.
That's a great scenario of when you should really have a flashbang or grenade on handy, because that's a scenario where you just boop, pop a flash down. You could push that one dude, at least take him out, make it easier for the rest of your team, or even just throw a nade, take him out that way. Very useful. But
there's no point in bringing nades if you aren't going to use them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, they give us those points for that reason, and this is one of those objectives where you have to use them if you want to get access to that corner where you can cap from. You got to be able to clear out the areas where you can't see the enemy, but they're kind of blind firing around there, suppressing you. So a nade is absolutely perfect for that application.
Right, and I think what VR Reapers could have done is possibly send that shield up in the north with that one other player, and then kind of keep the pressure on that north, keeping those 4 guys centered around that objective, while you had the rest of your team, your other 3 guys, kind of move in from that south and kind of sandwich them inside that room, making it a lot more difficult for them to move around and cover angles. But Blue A got getting picked off, and Mesa rotating to the north made it a little bit easier on Resin Mafia. But here we are jumping into the next round. Round 4. Looks like Bluega might be pushing this staircase possibly. Nope, he's just gonna hug that staircase. No early kills yet.
Yeah, he can't really do much because the only way that people really effectively did that staircase was by tossing C4 over.
Yeah. I mean, he could flash and, you know,
You could, but it's not as likely to provide as good of an outcome as the C4 over the wall would be.
Yeah.
Resin's taking this a lot more cautiously than Reapers did. I will say that. You got Triforce and GIF just chilling out, waiting for the push to happen, at least the non-existent push to happen.
I need everybody rotating back.
I think they're either that or they're waiting for the rest of their team to get into a position where they can start attacking from, but they're going to take their time. You can tell it from their body language. It's going to be a longer round.
What I'm looking at right now is Reaper actually at the moment. He is watching this back staircase, and this might be where Haywire and Food Stamp might come out. So if he's a little bit more quiet, he might be able to get these 2 coming out.
Yeah, I think you could definitely hear Haywired Food just below him. Sometimes the sound does carry through, and you can hear when, you know, there are bad people below you, and you just expect to wait them by the stair, or wait to expect them by the stairs. Just bring a little trap on them. Usually you'd find another C4 there because that was just part of the meta. That's no longer
C4
here.
everywhere.
I know.
Yeah, but what Reaper's moving a little bit too much. I mean, he's crouched and everything, but unless you move slowly when you're crouched, you'll still make some noise. Hopefully Haywire doesn't find it out, or else it might ruin Reaper's double kill right here.
You know, he's going out with a pistol. Ooh. Reaper had a bit of a hard time aiming there, but he was able to do that nonetheless. Now, Food Stamp is...
Oh, and he does get the double kill right there. Coming out from Reaper, Gift, Culture, and Triforce, and now moving down this north staircase. Oh no, Gift Culture doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Oh, that was... Oh, yeah, the subway is just an ambush. Yep.
And Reaper shoots himself in the end as a victory win.
Victory suicide?
Yeah. That's what happened. Well, VR Reapers does get another point, making it a very close map right now, 2-2. I think they both did very well on defense, that north objective. They didn't lose a lot of players both times on Volk, making it, I guess, a challenging objective for the new teams. Then right here we're gonna have a center objective though for our next round coming up. So this one in my opinion is usually one of the easier ones to cap from, because to really cover the objective you have to be in a lot of different spots at once, and when it's just you, it's difficult to stay alive and cover it at the same time. You know, everyone knows that if you're the last one alive and you can't cover the objective, let yourself die. Well, unless the rookies have that mindset, you know, there could be a lot of caps coming out this season on this objective. You can cap behind the Coke machine, behind the navigation sign, and once smokes are reintroduced again, oh boy, even more caps. So
all the caps. There would be no round without a cap, obviously, right?
Right. I mean, come on. If someone brings a smoke, they're planning to cap the objective. It's just as plain as that. No way around it.
I've seen them use it for rotations, though. You know, kind of feinting an attack or just trying to cover a rotation. Maybe, you know, trying to make you seem like there's more of you than there really are.
Now, let's say you didn't have to use it that time, and then you're like, oh, now I have a smoke. Now what are you going to use it? You're going to use it to throw it on the objective. Boom.
Vape Nation, bro.
Or that. All right, round 5. We're gonna have R3SIN Mafia defending the center objective first.
Down there. So you're holding that tunnel, yeah?
Yeah, and this one is going to be a little bit more interesting depending on how Reapers choose to make their approach. Looks like they're going to go as a one giant. Oh no, without Bluega though, because he's different.
Bluega can handle it on his own.
Yeah, he's got this. Everyone else just sit back, have a beer. You know, have a good time of it. Looks like R3SIN actually, or I'm sorry, Reapers have opted. Masu found one R3SIN already for a very hard push. I really don't understand the roaming aspect so much in this game, because like a lot of times you're going to encounter people coming around at corners in packs. So unless you're really subscribing to that run and gun mentality, in which case you better have a really good idea what you're doing. You really don't want to go on your own and kind of expose yourself from the objective.
Right. Sounds like someone used a smoke. I actually just noticed that when you said it. But it doesn't seem like they decided to ban the smokes right now, so Bluega is pushing up down this center staircase. If he's quiet enough, he might be able to take out Haywire here.
Yeah, I definitely heard it. I didn't see where it was, but
yeah, it was in that center staircase, right where Bluega is.
Well, speaking of the devil, Bluega, he's about to get pinched himself. He hears Double Champ, but I don't think he's aware of Haywire. He might be.
Oh no, he does get dub sham, and he gets taken out by Haywire. I think he heard him, but he wasn't sure if it was actually a person or not. Haywire does not get to confirm on Bluega. Bluega's still able to give out information, at least for the couple seconds he might still be alive for. And we, as you can tell, MTB and Reaper actually made it out of this north or south staircase, which is usually a little bit challenging to do, and what you don't usually see is them actually pushing farther down towards these metal bars. Most of the time they'll actually run in that room right over there and try and use that. He does get out gift culture though. MTB food stamp definitely aware of those shots coming out, waiting for the right moment to peek though.
Haywire begins to make a rotate onto the objective. And other news, oh no, I'm sorry, he's not rotating onto the objective. He went downstairs for a second to check something. It looked like it from my angle that he went onto the objective. It's weird sometimes.
Wow.
You can see people.
Food stamp might get Reaper, and he does. He downs him. MTB is aware though of those gunshots. He might be able to get the refrag on the food stamp.
Such a hard angle though. He's hanging out behind that tunnel wall.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's pre-firing it though, so he's very well.
He knows he's there. He just doesn't. He just can't see him.
Yeah, he's in a safer spot now, but he's rotating back and he's getting shot at. But he's just, the dodge bullet game is on point today.
Oh, and food stamp takes out MTB. What? And Haywire takes out Meso. All up to inverted banana right now.
He can get the res. Maybe.
Yes, probably. A little risky. I think he's aware of where both of the last players are. If the kill count is correct, he knows exactly how to play his cards.
He just tried to confirm his own teammate.
Oh, okay. Well. And Haywire takes out Banana, giving R3SIN Mafia the third point, or no, the 5th point technically, but Now they're at 3. Don't judge me, guys. I'm not doing well in math. All right, I'm working on it.
We never do. That's why we're playing video games.
Yes, it's less math, more boom boom, shoot shoot. You know, bang bang.
Exactly.
Onward,
Onward has no numbers in it at all.
Yeah, I mean, what? It's not like I memorize 7 digits all the time or anything. I mean,
Yeah.
7 9 2 6 5 4 3.
Hey, at least it's just a memorization of 7 digits rather than having to solve a word problem.
Oh gosh. Oh my.
Sandra has 8 apples.
How many does she have left if she sells 20 of them? And you're like, huh? What? Well, if you remember your table of elements, you'd know exactly how to do this.
We are covering all the topics of science and mathematics. All of what we got through today. Revolutionary stuff happening right here.
Yes. Well, VR Reapers are gonna have to try and defend this objective now to keep themselves in this map, which actually is their map pick as well. So all R3SIN Mafia has to do is eliminate 5 players or send that code. If they send that code, man, I'll PayPal myself $5. I was gonna say them, but I can't afford that. That's a lot of money. So I don't know. What's your predictions right now?
I'm predicting that you will have to PayPal yourself.
Oh gosh. You wanna bet on that? $5 PayPal?
Bro, I'm not subscribed to your OnlyFans. You know that, right?
But are you subscribed to my Twitch?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, thank God. I am to yours, I think, or at least I was. I don't know if I still am.
Probably are.
Probably. I don't know.
Are you subscribed to Onward Master League 3?
So we're jumping into round 6. Round 6.
Caught red-handed.
Hey, I'm not subscribed to OML 3, but I am to OML 1. Okay.
No, that's the one that counts. That's the one that counts.
Yes, that is the one that counts. Doesn't mean you guys can't subscribe right now. Hey, if you guys want to subscribe, please go ahead. We'd appreciate it.
Subscribe to OML 3. It doesn't have monetization, so you can only follow. Same thing though.
Yeah, whatever. Same thing.
Yeah. Just not as monetary, that's all.
Right. Dubsham might get picked out here from Meso, and he does.
Nice.
Good sport Dubsham is. I've seen a lot of people actually go prone on that staircase to kind of give them a little bit of a better shot on taking them out, anyone that's down there, because when you're going prone, the time you see somebody is the same time they see you, instead of them spotting out your feet before anything else. Something to keep in mind.
Exactly. You want to have the bitey end going first. Anywhere you go, you don't want to expose any limbs that you don't need, like your feet. Bluega finds that confirm.
Yep. Haywire now pushing inverted bananas little tunnel here. He does have a flash, which is going to be very helpful if he does get inverted, which he does, as he's just panically shooting. Reaper, meanwhile, does take out Triforce Bear. Wow. And just before the flashbang was over, he does take out Haywire. Revive comes out of Triforce as well. Reaper not there to get the refrag and confirm. R3SIN Mafia having a little bit of trouble right now with only 3 members up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a harder, order when you're only 3 people strong against 5. This would be a great time for VR Reapers to force the 3-3, but they have to make sure that their end game is strong. I've talked about this a lot, where I see a lot of teams have a very strong, first half of the round, but then they let really stupid picks kind of happen here and there.
Oh wow, great shot onto Meso from Triforce. Was it Wow, incredible shot. He shot him from the north staircase to the south staircase, but then he gets refragged by Bluega, unfortunately.
Yeah, Bluega had a nice cross map on that one, and now R3SIN Mafia is only 1 man.
All up to Gift Culture. Can he clutch it? Let us know down in the comments below.
I think it's on the side on Twitch. That's because
Yes.
I'm a nerd.
Yes, whatever. Whatever. On the side. Let us know in the chat on the side. Will he clutch it? If you believe, say,
clutch.
I believe. Or just, yeah, he can clutch it. Just the nonchalant, cool way.
He's got this. I believe in him. I believe in him. He's got this. Bluega's looking the wrong way. This is the perfect opportunity.
Right. Best part here is he could probably send the code. I mean, if he takes out nah, I don't know. He sees banana, doesn't take the shot, and he gets taken out. 3-3. All up to 1 round remaining on one of the more darker, more funner, because those are, funner's a word. Funnest.
We say words with casters.
Yes. We've already talked about this. Don't judge. Okay. Oh.
There you go. Yeah, you heard it from him.
I found something I shouldn't have. We'll ignore that. We're gonna be outside on this next objective, but let's take a look at the kills real quick. Wow, Bluega with 10. Not surprising. Not surprising. Mr. I've never played before. Triforce Bear and Food Stamp holding strong with 8 and 7 kills. Dang, that's a lot, man. And we got VRML kind of spreading out their kills a bit with 2 other players with 4 kills. Actually, 3 other players with 4 kills and Mesa with 2. But let's see if they can keep those kills strong and win this next round, or R3SIN Mafia keep that little lead they had and get this first map win. Round number 7.
I'm just corner. This corner. This corner. I know. I watch that corner. Okay.
A lot of stress coming out from R3SIN right now. A lot of loud noises.
Top of those stairs.
It's only map 1, guys. Like, this is like the map we could just chill on, you know?
Yeah, I know. I mean, just
You don't need to get the heart rate up yet.
Get some popcorn out. You know, get the snuggie on, the little slippers, and hold on. What is Triforce doing? Look at this push. He might actually flank 4 members of VR Reapers. He hears the shots coming out. He knows where they are. Oh my goodness. He might actually do it.
Wow. All right.
Oh my goodness.
He's going the correct way for this. He's gonna
oh my goodness.
Alrighty, here we go. He goes around the corner, lines on base. He finds 1. He doesn't. He finds 2. He finds 3. No one's turned around. He's looking at the last one.
Wow. Oh, up to Bluega, just like that. Wow. Okay, everyone just start clipping that. Clip it right here, right now. You saw it first with the casters. F.lapinski TFH goes on YouTube. We were here. We were the first ones to see it. Wow. What a perfect flank from Triforce. He must feel amazing right now.
The only way we can cap this off is if Bluega just clutches it and goes to the squad wipe.
Or he just caps it. Doesn't even kill anybody.
Yeah. Bluega could still pull it off. He's a very capable player. I think if anyone could do it, Bluega can.
Yeah. But can he though?
Well, we're about to find out. Gift Culture is definitely watching that lane that Bluega has to worry about. First of all, there's a lot of talking going on around objectives, so that gives Bluega a bit of an advantage as well. Now, he might choose to use some utility here. That will give away his position, but he has to account for that in the Grandmaster strat that he has to figure out. But luckily, he doesn't have to worry about where his teammates are because he's the only one.
I can't imagine what's going on in Bluega's head right now. He's just, 1 second he sees 4 other dots, and the next is just nothing. Wow.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world. Gift Culture is hanging out by where there used to be a bed there, but now a bunch of crates. He's looking through there. Bluega's not looking.
And this is game.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not game yet.
Yeah, this is the map game, the first map.
Map.
Wow. Well done. Look at Triforce with 12 kills. Wow. Well done.
He just knows where to put himself just for those opportunities, and
yes, he does.
It works really well because, well, V Reapers, they like to roll on a pack, but they don't have anyone watching their back. That rhymes.
Dude,
follow that.
dude, you
mantra.
should make like greeting cards.
Go in a pack, watch your back.
Yes, do it. It's just like those, what's it called, like Hallmark cards, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Made by TFH. Well,
There we go. Yeah.
we're going into map number 2, which is going to be cargo pick from R3SIN Mafia. Once again, close range, not a surprise, and not really many other long range maps to pick from right now. Once again, I always say it every time I cast, my favorite map, 100%. Not only do I like to play fast, but it's a really good map to train on. I mean, you know, training your hand-eye coordination, your reflexes, your pre-firing. This is the map to do it on because there's only so many places, you know, people can peek from. So as long as you train yourself and you practice those reflexes, man, I love it. It's a beautiful map. Well done, Downpour. Well done. Okay, just beauty. What's your favorite map, Todd?
I think it's gonna be Downfall. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of typing in R3SIN Mafia's name, and that requires my complete attention.
So why is Downfall your favorite?
I've been learning how to do the sniping on that, and I'm just really enjoying doing all that kind of, you know, learning to play Onward in a different way, coming as a former Shield main. You know, playing exactly the opposite, but then when you kind of, you know, flip the table on its end, it's interesting to look at what's underneath there and what's written there. So definitely a bunch of meta to learn, and it's really fun kind of looking at the game from a different perspective.
Yeah, 100%. Well, sounds like we might be jumping into the first round of map number 2 on cargo. Let's get right into that, shall we?
Yeah. Cargo is going to be a good one for these teams because it's very commonly played and it's very easy to learn. You know exactly where teams can get to on certain spawns, so there shouldn't be any surprises. Also, a lot of the hidey holes are pretty obvious, and a lot of the meta is very well established here. Inverted Banana is already able to find one member of R3SIN.
Bluega gets 2.
Exactly. Food stamps begin to push his way on up there. I think Bluega can hear it. You can kind of hear him almost be trained on it. As a matter of fact, I think Bluega is beginning to rotate back in order to find that pick onto Food Stamp phone.
He's aware, and he does get him, but Food Stamp with the great reflexes does get Bluega on the trade. Inverted Banana does get Dub Sham though at the end to get the first round win for VR Reapers. Oh boy, I don't know, you guys. This one might be leaning towards VR Reapers here. Bluega has been playing this map for a long time, and I mean, hey, if he's playing as aggressive as he is, R3SIN Mafia is gonna have to tone it down just a little bit, play a little bit more laid back, and just wait for Bluega to peek them, and make sure that you take him out first because, whoa, he's fast. He's a fast boy.
He's fast, but he's used to playing with players who will back him up with his own speed. So, you know,
right.
Mob Squad, very fast when they were around. They were a very fast team on this map. They like to play very, very aggressively. And I know Bluega could at least rely on our Semper to move at least up to the midpoint with him to go ahead and reap, or, you know, to farm whatever he could. But now you're on a team with R3SIN Mafia, and they're not playing that aggressively. They're playing
VR Reapers.
I'm sorry, yeah, VR Reapers. Yeah, I'm getting these teams mixed up, man. It's not like I'm casting them. It happens. But they're not going to play as aggressively. So when you think you can push up and pull off some crazy stuff, you're not, because you don't have that backup with you, and so you're going to be caught out in a really awkward situation, and that's going to be the end of it.
Yeah, and in Bluega's case, I mean, he'll probably get those 2-3 kills possibly, but, you know, without getting the proper backup he's used to, he might not be able to finish off the rest or even confirm some of the kills he gets. It might be a lot of trades. We'll find out. Jumping into round number 2, though, on cargo. Let's see how R3SIN Mafia plays defense on cargo against the well, I guess that's how Triforce is gonna do it. He's just gonna charge into battle.
And he gets pinned down immediately by two people. MT Brother and Banana. I'm not exactly sure if they know that piece of cover is penetrable.
And down he goes. In the most wonderful way. All Tetrised into the wall.
If you want to play very forward, that's fine, but make sure you're with teammates who will do it with you, because if not, you're just gonna get pinned down by all 5 members.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bash the playstyle. I'm just saying, like, make sure that you're doing this as a team. Like,
and down goes Dubsham from Boega. Oh, that flash almost got haywire there. Was that a grenade? I think that's a grenade. Give Culture does down Meso, and Verta does take out Haywire. All up to Food Stamp in a not great position whatsoever. He's not even able to see the objective where he is. I think he just noticed he's the last one alive. He's gonna have to rotate quick, or else he might get capped on from VR Reapers. MTB does revive Meso as well.
The cap opportunity was definitely there, but VR Reapers are not as aware of that opportunity as I think they should be for that kind of a move.
I think Food Stamp's also on single fire right now. Just taken out by Bluega. And VR Reapers now with 2 points. This is going by pretty quick.
Yeah, that was a very interesting round coming out from R3SIN there, you know. I'm really confused as to why I just send one person up to the midpoint of the map and then immediately get pinned down by a team that's been notorious so far for playing very far back and very cautiously. So that isn't going to work normally. You only really want to play aggressively against other teams that are playing aggressive, so they don't get more real estate than you want them to. But if you're playing against a team that's very slow, take that time to find good places to to camp out and spawn little traps for them. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to be Rambo all the time. It doesn't work all the time. I know this because I play like that, and I know it doesn't work all the time.
Yeah, Triforce was really feeling it in the moment. He went charge. Yeah, right into battle. And then to his grave.
I think he could have gotten a double there too. Like,
his shots looked on. Yeah, they looked like they were hitting him, but I guess they weren't making the connections.
No, it might be he wasn't able to. He made his position way too apparent, I think. Then.
Yeah, maybe the whole yell and charge might have given him away. They heard him across the map.
Too. I didn't hear that, so if he did that, great for him.
All right, into round 3. Triforce very excited right now. I think he's just living in the moment of what happened with that 4-piece he had.
All right, y'all run to the left quick so I can flank him.
And a very impressive 4-piece as well. Just perfect positioning.
Watch that line, I'm running.
MTB does take out Give Culture. Already making a 4v5.
Yeah, cargo's usually decided by whoever gets the first pick, so it's definitely good.
Ooh, wow, Dubsham gets a headshot into Inverted Banana, but MTB does get the refrag on the Dubshab as well.
Yeah, now
Reaper pushing down the center.
Gonna end well. He's gonna find himself in the middle of a very bad triangle. Bit of a nade comes out there.
Ooh,
he has to
almost get.
away.
Oh wow! He had face-to-face contact with Triforce, all up to Food Stamp once again, 1v3. What's he gonna do? I mean, really, the best option right now is just to play for picks. Rotate, get a pick here, rotate again, and get a pick there.
And exactly, you're not gonna be able to take all these guys on 1v3. It's not gonna happen. So the best thing you can do is let them make the mistake first. Focus on your own game. Go to places where you're very confident in and just wait for the enemy to come to your territory.
Yeah, especially since you're still at your spawn. I mean, you don't have much real estate like you're talking about earlier, and that's something you really need on a map like this. He still has to make a lot of ground to get to that objective.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people in the way of that ground, including Bluega, he's holding his own line. He's not getting too pushy. That's exactly what you want to do. If your kill counts are correct, you know that there's only one person left. He has to come to the objective in the next 3 minutes.
Right, and he's playing like a real teammate, you know, not playing cocky, not pushing by himself, going for one-on-one flank. He's just holding his ground, making sure that no one gets past him, doing his job.
Yeah, Food Stamp can take as much time as he wants. He's got 3 whole minutes left on the clock for him to put in a code, last case scenario, or find all 3 kills. That's a minute per kill.
What are you thinking of? Oh, and he gets MTB. He's got an MK17? What? Oh my goodness. Is that what has he been using that this like entire time? I thought he had AK-12 last time, but hey, he just wants those one-shot kills, man.
Hey, he does whatever he pleases, you know? If it's a gun that you feel pretty comfortable with, if you feel like you just want a single fire shot and you're pretty good at that aiming, good. I know a lot of people who, including myself, who really like the Val, but it's a temperamental gun where it's like,
I love it.
I love the Val too, but I can't play it all the time because there are just days where I don't feel like I'm aiming properly, and if I'm not aiming properly on that valve, I'm already dumping a whole mag into just pure misses. And so it's
I
really,
agree with what you're saying, yeah.
when you're using kind of niche guns like those, like the Val and the MK17, you really got to be on your game with them and really understand how they work. Otherwise, you're just going to be kind of throwing yourself at enemies without really executing yourself to the fullest potential.
Right, I agree, except for anyone who uses a P90. Just
P90s are the most overpowered gun, and you know it.
No, I will not accept that. I think this might be where Bluega does get the kill here. Oh,
yeah,
maybe.
He's just waiting.
Oh no, he's watching this back.
Oh man, this could be. If Bluega just turns around here, the opportunity might be there.
Oh, so close. Meso does get Food Stamp, getting VR Reapers their 3rd point. Whew, that was close. It almost lined up perfectly for him right there. If he noticed Bluega, he could have taken him out, and then he heard Meso running right at him. He would have been prepared for that 2nd kill there, but I think he just missed Bluega, and then by the time he noticed him, his attention, he got sandwiched at that point. Then as soon as he noticed him, but
the timing was just not there. Of course, Bluega was looking. I don't want to say the wrong way because Bluega was doing his job. He was watching his lane. He was letting his other teammates watch his back for him. Granted, the other teammates weren't exactly watching his back. He almost died to it, but luckily that rotation came just in time so Bluega can live to tell the tale another day.
Yeah,
but
Meso was doing a good
really
job.
Good defense. A really good defense coming out from VR Reapers here. They've really come to their own element on this map, unlike their Subway previous map before, where they were just getting flanked all the time and it wasn't working out for them.
Yeah, and I mean, Meso did a great job. He kept rotating all the time, making sure that that objective was clear. There was no one on it. And I mean, that's what you want to do when there's only 2 people left. You can't just sit still. You gotta, you know, there's gotta be at least one person watching that objective and clearing it constantly. And then the other guy does what he does. He watches the other lanes just like Bluega did. So that was VR Reapers are doing a great job on defense right now on Cargo. R3SIN Mafia just has to kind of slow it down a little bit. They're moving a little bit too fast, and then they're getting picked off from pre-fires coming out from VR Reapers.
And now we're into what could be the final round for
possibly
VR Reapers.
If R3SIN Mafia changes up their strategy, they might challenge that then. But so far it's in the VR Reapers lead. Yeah, I do see a flashlight on Meso's weapon. Oh, Reaper does get haywire though.
Triforce did the Triforce thing again of pushing in one-man Rambo, and
did not work out. And Banana on the other hand is doing the Triforce strat, pushing in the middle.
He's got backup though, that's the key. Triforce doesn't have backup when he pushes up, but Inverted Banana at least has Meso and Reaper behind him, and it's working marvelously. They're able to find a bit of a team kill happening there, but the res is possible.
Yes.
And now R3SIN Mafia is only 1. This is looking quickly like
all up to Dub Sham
are in this to win this. Reaper Lizard. Run up here, around the corner.
Oh, and
Able to
Reaper
find
does
that
take
one.
out Dub Sham, giving VR Reapers map number 2 with a score 4-0. Oh boy. Okay, what's your prediction on the next map? I'm gonna say it's gonna be Suburbia. Already calling it.
That's a good one, but in order to, for the sake of differencing, we see Resin Mafia liking to flank here, so I think to kind of, I'm sorry, Resin Mafia, to play to their, to how their play style is, I would even say Bizarre.
Right, but it's also VR Reaper's map pick.
Right.
So, if VR Reapers are aware that Resin Mafia likes to flank, they might go for Suburbia.
You still flank on Suburbia.
But it's not, I mean, but I feel like Bizarre is going to be a little bit easier because there's a lot more different paths you could take. Suburbia is more of like a 4-lane map, you know? Bizarre, it's like you've got multiple courtyards, multiple, you know, back alleys you could take. So, but
why not down? How about that?
Because it's banned. Hey, what'd I say?
Downfall's not banned.
Yeah, it is.
No, Tanker is.
What?
Man, I'm gonna go through the list here. You spreading lies. Downfall is not banned.
No, I know it's not banned by the moderators, but it's banned by the team.
Right, I know, I completely forgot that bit.
I was like, what?
We were talking about league bans for so long, I completely forgot that map bans were a thing.
Oh my gosh, man, come on. Making me exhausted here, dude.
Bro, Resident Mafia's team name is making me exhausted. I'm not afraid to admit that on cast. I am having to check my spelling every time.
Just spell it. No, make it so that.
There's so many inconsistencies in the name. If you're gonna replace the I with the 1, make it consistent. Make it R3SIN and MAF1A, but it's not.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this. I'm
not even doing the right side with it. Oh man, this is.
I'm trying to make Resin Mafia with the name Resin, but no. So I'm trying to do the opposite. So how their E is a 3, I'm trying to make R, S, I, N all into numbers, and same with. Just do it backwards, just to spite them. No,
I'm not here. I'm not a caster of spite. For the most part,
we're a caster of love. Speaking of love,
you keep me a caster of spite, Lapinski.
No, I want to be a caster of love, man. I love everybody. Okay.
Yeah,
I love everyone except for Wicked Hex. I hate that guy. Ugh. Can't believe he's on my team. Ugh. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm not gonna throw up, but I don't.
I love you, Wicked. You know it.
Wicked, you're my favorite person to play VR with.
All right. Well, starting off with Suburbia, we got the white car, north white car objective, which is a bit of a challenging one to defend. You can easily get yourself painted into a corner if you're not careful about your rotations, but we'll see how VR Reapers do it.
Right, and you know, seeing Resin Mafia for these past 2 maps, if VR Reapers doesn't defend and lane forward, they're gonna get flanked most likely from Resin Mafia. But Resin Mafia is on the defense first for the first round of map 3.
And they're all shooting in spawn.
They gave it away. They gave it away.
Gave it away. But you can do it on this map because there is only 1 spawn from our sock.
Here goes Triforce Bear pushing down the center once again.
I just.
Does he hear Bluega though?
I think Bluega hears him. That's why I just chucked Flash.
Oh, and they trade. Oh, almost confirming Bluega on accident.
Honestly, at this point, I would just start making strategies for this team around Triforce just charging up the center because that's all I've seen.
Ooh, MTB takes out. Whoa, who's this? Roster change. Nizadian coming in out of nowhere, coming out of left field. Takes out Reaper though.
Yeah, doing a good job right off the bat.
I'm gonna call him
Definitely,
Niz.
Players.
Yeah, it's Niz.
Niz, we could call it Niz. That's actually
Bluega is
cool.
aware of Haywire, so he's moving just a little bit too much, but Haywire has no idea Bluega's there. And down goes Haywire.
Yeah, it's just Bluega gets a nice little call out in there, so everyone knows exactly what he just did. R3SIN Mafia is only 2 strong now. They've got good positions where they can defend the objective pretty effectively.
Yep, and Food Stamp does take out Meso, going for that objective. Oh, Inverted Banana takes out Gift Culture, only downing him. Possible to get revived until he just confirmed him. All up to Food Stamp here.
Instead of getting injected with the morphine, he got injected with lead.
MTB on that flank and takes out Food Stamp as he is just rotating way too much in the open. Not the worst thing to do. Obviously, he did not get capped on. That's the plus sign you gotta take away from it. Keeping them in the only giving VR Reapers only a small lead there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta make sure you just don't get capped on. It really destroys the morale on your team, as well as really puts you in a really tough position to come back from something like that. So if it means you just running out and getting shot, by all means go for it. I think I just accidentally changed it. Oops. Ignore me. But
Okay. Well, now as a Mafia will get a chance to attack this objective. They've already gotten a really good lead on map 1. But VR Reapers are beginning to kind of get their act together here. They're anticipating the lone man pushes from Triforce, because I really don't know to put this any other way. He's literally been doing this all map, just pushing up the center.
yeah.
If you haven't caught on to it by now,
Come on, open your eyes.
yeah, basically, it's just his thing. That's what he does, and that's what he feels comfortable with. It's not an uncommon tactic to do in League. It's just the thing that's striking about it is that he has no support from the rest of his team when he does it. He literally just does his own thing, and it almost hurts himself more because he doesn't have anybody to back him up or could be able to make call outs. He's literally just going out there to see what the environment's like out there, and he's just going to encounter hostilities, especially if you're going against a very aggressive team.
Right. And I mean, I was gonna say something. I completely blanked out on it. Just saying. Round 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
What a recovery.
Great recovery. Nothing happened.
Exactly. There wasn't a card.
I heard my name. I heard my name, and I love anyone who said that. I think it was MTB. MTB always tells me that after the stream he goes, my dad and sister loved it. Oh wow, Bluega takes out Triforce and Food Stamp on that push, and Gift Culture 2v5 just like that.
That's a manslaughter charge right there.
Yeah, just sentenced, no bond, none of it.
Nope. Caught on camera as well.
Just like I was mentioning earlier, Haywire was gonna go for that flank. Does take out MTB as MTB takes out Niz.
Nice little refrag there, but Haywire is now the last one standing. He has the option of trying to go for that res onto Triforce. Triforce is not exactly in the
Does
most
get Meso, only downing him. Oh, but Inverted Banana using those bushes to kind of look through does take out Haywire, giving them the second point.
Very nice little strategy there. While the bushes were updated in this new update to make them a little less see-through, as bushes in real life really are, you can still look underneath them like you can on real bushes, and kind of look through the roots and see where the enemy team is, and really lowers your profile but makes the enemy just as big as they normally would be, and so it gives you a huge advantage.
Yep. And what I was going to mention earlier is VR Reapers do have the lead in points right now, even though the map score is tied. So when it comes to who wins and who loses, even though Resin Mafia could win this last map, they could also lose in points, which really decides on how much MMR you could win or lose. So you got to keep in mind, even though you may lose a second map by a lot, or you may win the first 2 maps, don't ever give up on that 3rd map, because if you just get destroyed, lose that 3rd map, still take the win for the series, but get no points, they get 5 points, all that, then that could really lower how much MMR you could take away from a match. So points are also very useful for every single round of a series, even if you've already lost or won. Round 3.
Looks like that they're gonna. I was just listening to the Resin.
Let's see where Triforce Bear goes. Oh, he actually is holding down a spot right here, not pushing. Oh my god, I keep getting stuck in these barriers.
If it's a hitbox in game, it's a hitbox on cast. Inverted Banana finds Niz as Masu begins to around the corner around Triforce, literally taking shots right next to his ear, but doesn't realize that Triforce is right there.
Triforce not even going to peek. He's just gonna wait for him to peek him.
I think that's what you want to do if you're gonna try to do that kind of push, especially against a team like this. It's
I don't know.
A really good tactic.
I feel like at this point he should just push right now, get the peeker's advantage. But I mean, it worked out for him.
Yeah, he knew that he had an advantage because Masu wasn't peeking him. Masu wasn't being aggressive right there. That means that Masu doesn't know that Triforce was there, and so Triforce just really had to wait for Masu to be right there. Now, actually, while that's been going on,
oh, he peeked.
It was the proper thing to do because Triforce was not in a place to defend anymore.
Why did an Inverted Banana do that? He just shot himself in the head.
Hey, we're not judging here. They can do whatever they want.
I'm judging a little bit. Come on, man. Come on. You have so much to live for. You've got so much to live for, man. Don't do it, okay?
No. Hey, man. It's just a cultural thing, okay?
Oh, I didn't know. I just. Oh, okay. Yep.
It's how they celebrate, man. It's what they do.
What they do, just like how we do the Macarena.
Yeah, exactly.
At least we don't shoot ourselves in the head at the end.
The wonders of virtual reality.
Yes.
This is match point though, and this is the deciding map, but VR Reapers have a very definitive lead right now. I think Bluega has set this team straight after map 1, and they are definitely in line. They are doing really well.
Yeah. Let's hear inside the minds of this team right now. On to round number 4. I don't even hear Bluega at all.
He doesn't need to talk anymore. He's taught them everything he knows. And now he will disappear.
All right, Triforce. How far can you go this time?
Oh, man. And it looks like he has
not that far. Gets taken out by Reaper. Meso downs himself.
Ooh, that might have been the glitch again.
Yeah. And Reaper takes out Gift Culture. Down to a 3v4. Haywire takes out Inverted Banana. Does finish off Meso. Bluega takes out Haywire. 3v2 right now. Reaper going for that flank. Takes out Food Stamp. All to Niz. Niz takes out Reaper. Down to Bluega and MTB. Bluega going for the revive on the Banana. Now it's a 3v1. All up to Niz to clutch it, to keep them inside the series right now. Can Niz do it?
This is not the way that
Inverted team kills MTB. Now it's a 2v1.
Niz is just doing really good right now.
Oh! Niz takes out Inverted Banana down to a 1v1, but against the one person you wish it wasn't, Bluega.
The master reservist, Bluega, versus the newer player who's breathing through his headset, because I can hear him.
I can't.
I hear him breathing.
Niz?
Yeah.
I don't. That's weird.
Oh no, is he whispering? He's whispering to himself, I think. Tells you kind of how
I don't hear Niz at all.
I think you're really quiet then, because I can hear him whispering around.
That's weird. Interesting. Niz is actually doing the right thing by coming around on this flank opposite of where the last gunshots were coming from. Might be able to catch Bluega off on surprise.
I know that you can't hear it, but I hear him whispering so loud. That's just his stress level right now, that he needs to talk himself through this kind of a clutch. I can understand that. There's sometimes there's like, you need to talk to yourself to kind of reassure yourself of what you're doing, because, you know, especially when you're a newer team, a 1v1 is not familiar territory. You're playing a team game. You didn't come here to duel.
Right, Bluega in a very dangerous position right now against Niz, being on top of that slide. Spots out Niz, doesn't get the shots to land though.
The blind fire from Niz could have gotten Bluega.
It was close. Oh wow, what a quick reload.
He's in a very powerful position now of his own. He's got that middle house. It's a great spot to be in.
With still 2 minutes remaining, plenty of time. Bluega definitely hears where Niz is.
I could hear him from a decent distance.
This might be it right here. Bluega might be able to pick off Niz. Niz has no idea where Bluega is. Can Bluega get the shots off?
I really think Bluega can hear Niz, because Niz is just whispering to him so loudly.
And Bluega does get Niz. Wow. That is the series VR Reapers win with a total score. Let's pull up that scoreboard real quick before everyone leaves. Wow. Why did my scoreboard not update? Might have been a point off. That's okay. Total score is officially 11-4. VR Reapers home team takes the win against R3SIN Mafia. R3SIN Mafia making it a very close game in the beginning of map 1, taking their first map win, and then started to lose the confidence from Cargo to Suburbia as their aggression was not paying off, and VR Reapers were a lot more suited to take them on, and VR Reapers come on top with a total of 11 points. Wow. That was I think that was a really good game. I mean, there were some really good flanks for sure on that first map, and on Cargo and Suburbia there was a lot of 1v1 situations. So I mean, a lot of those points could have been anyone's point right there, but I mean, that was well done. Thank you, Todd, for co-casting with me. I appreciate it, bud.
Always a pleasure.
It's my first time with you, okay? And I'm so happy, man. So happy. So happy. But, well, this has been VR Reapers versus R3SIN Mafia, brought to you by F.lapinski and TFH. We would like to thank the VR Master League for providing this format for the teams, all of our moderators, and our sponsors once again: Fixit Gaming, VRware, Arma, Cyber Shoes, Rebuff Reality, B-Haptics, VR Cover, and ProTube VR. And especially to our viewers, new and old, thank you for tuning in and spending your time with us. If you're interested in becoming part of the league, which could either be becoming a player, making your own team, being a caster, all of those, go ahead, join our Discord. It's all down below. As well as if you're interested in sponsoring us, you can contact us on Discord. And if you're interested in donating to help us to continue to improve the league and the quality of the casting, the link is on the site or down below the video. We appreciate your support more than you know. But until then, good night, everybody.